Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. We are talking about New Year's resolutions now because everybody has them. Everyone has a goal they want to accomplish in the new year. At least most people do. And some people are speaking it out loud to the world. One of mine is to get faster as a runner, which I think is a total doable thing.
Absolutely.
But this is LaVonne Wells. She is here. She's a life coach, and you help people through life's ups and downs.
Absolutely.
Also, resolutions are a big part of it.
Absolutely. So what I mainly do, I offer grief support because my expertise is in loss, because I've experienced a lot of loss in life. But I've also walked through that and found my purpose and supporting people with insights into their lives and resolutions. Well,
I love that you're laughing about that. What does that mean?
Just let it go. Just let it go and be absolutely present. That's one of the things that I really teach in my workshops and my classes, about being absolutely present, becoming more aware. So if there were to be a resolution to take on, it would be awareness and taking on mindfulness. You'll find that everything that you desire for your New Year's resolution will get handled a lot quicker, coming from that standpoint. But if it's ever a have to, I don't know if you've experienced humans that when you tell them they have to do something, even if they tell themselves, they don't like it. They resist it, whether it be consciously or unconsciously. And a lot of times it's unconscious.
So you're saying the resolutions are kind of a bad idea. Let's be honest, though.
It's a tradition. It's a tradition, and people they're just doing what they always do. And
right.
And if you really want to go get in life and be about the bigness of who you are, then you can use the word if you want to. It's but just kind of let it go and really presence yourself with where you're at. Set yourself up to succeed instead of setting yourself up to fail, and then you beat yourself up again, which gives you more of the same thing you've had for years. Disappointment in self or disappointment in others. And so it's really about, what are you truly committed to? What are you truly committed to having? And what are you willing to do to have the result you say you want? Because you get to be in relationship with your results. So if you choose to make a resolution, be willing to be accountable for that choice and to be in relationship with that result.
All of that is great. That's great, but how do you get there?
Get clear. And most of the time people don't know what it is that they want. You must get clear on what you want. So if you want to work on these resolutions, start writing it down. I believe in the power of the thinking process, the power of the word, the written word, the spoken word. Be conscious and aware of, what are you saying to yourself? You might be saying something different to your friends, your people that you're working with, things like that, but what are you really saying to yourself? So get super conscious about your dialogue, how you're communicating it, because no matter what, wherever your awareness is at, that's where energy flows.
As a life coach, where can people get in touch with you? Is this something that anybody could get into contact with you and say, I need help organizing my life and getting things in order, because we all have our issues here and there. Absolutely.
And one of the best ways to get a hold of me is on my website, and it's www.lavonwells.com. Now, LaVonne is spelled L-A-V-O-N-N-E.
Got to make sure so we can find the website correctly.
Absolutely. And I've got a lot of things going on right now. I'm going to be presenting as a guest speaker in Sedona, Arizona, which I'm super excited about. Why, thank you.
You're welcome.
So we're taking it out into the streets. And that particular event is going to be absolutely amazing. And I believe there's like 12 other speakers that'll be there as well. And I also have a thing that I do every fourth Thursday of the month, because I'm creating consistency where people know they can come, gather, and meet with me. And they literally meet in my home, because it's a very comforting, nurturing, intimate. And I do limit the number of people that come in, because I want to spend a lot of time with them energetically, physically, spiritually, whatever we need to do or get to the bottom of, or actually assist you in resolving and handling some issues that you may still be holding on to, and actually fulfilling your resolutions. And so every fourth Thursday of the month, people meet in my home. And the way to get on that list at this point is to just go through the website. And we talk about different things. Every month is a different subject, but it's all about moving forward.
What's the topic this month?
The topic this month? Oh my goodness, good question.
Well, you brought it up.
Yeah, I love it. Great questions.
Thank you very much.
So the topic this month is all about energy. Where is your energy going? How do you increase that energy? How do you shift that energy? That when we were born, we came in on an energy signature. What is your energy signature? What is your energy signature, and are you utilizing it? Are you depleting it? Are you increasing it? You know, and that's basically what the topic is going to be about. And then we're going to work on increasing their energy.
How do you find out what your energy signature is?
How do you feel throughout the day will give you a great indicator where your energy signature is at. If you're just like really in a pissy mood all the time, your energy is probably way here, and you can't get anything done. It's like pulling teeth to get you to do something or to accomplish something or complete something. If you're just like, you know what, life's challenging, but I'm going to keep moving forward and I'm going to be successful in what I'm doing, your energy signature is probably here. And so on January 25th, our topic, we want to have people come in, but when they leave, their energy be here. Yeah.
I appreciate all your inside information. And in regards to just how you got involved in this, what's the backstory if people don't know? To become a life coach.
Well, you know what, and I know people give me a lot of different titles, and when they give me a title, I just go, okay, let's roll with that. That's what you call me. But honestly, my title is spiritual teacher, and that came from, I really believe people already have their own answers. And I believe my life purpose is to support and assist people in moving forward with additional insights. Now, insights is a totally different word from answers. I don't have their answers. But intuitively, I see what's really going on. Like, they'll come in and they'll say, this is what's going on in my life, and I can look at them, and the soul of who they are is saying, yeah, that's going on, but let me tell you why. That's the part I hear, you know? And so I support them that way. And like I said, again, I don't really like labels, but that's the label that most people give me, is the life coach or the grief support. And grief support really is one of the biggest portion of my work, because I've experienced a lot of loss. As a little girl, 6 years old, I went in and found my 4-year-old sister a bit lifeless, and literally when we got her to the hospital, she was DOA. Now, we grew up in foster homes because we were starved as children, so she died of malnutrition. And this is in Boston, and that's where it began, literally. Even as a 6-year-old, I felt like I was older, because I was the responsible one. I was the one that went and found her. I was the one that said, we need to get her where she needs to go. And I was only 6. So I'm one of those old souls. I'm really clear about that. And then as I got older, just many other life-death experiences. And the most recent one that really hit me hard was my own daughter. I had the choice of keeping her on life support or taking her off life support. And I've had some, and I share the story a lot when I go out and I speak. And I love speaking. I like speaking I'll speak at the hospitals. I speak in public arenas, bookstores, things like that. I do a lot of speaking at Golden Braid. They've supported me since 2000, and every year I speak there at least twice a year. But one of the main stories I tell them about is a story of my daughter Akiva and her passing and her transitioning, and it's a pretty intense and beautiful, bittersweet kind of story. But in the end, I ended up taking her off life support and holding her for an hour and having her transition in my arms, you know. So powerful soul, powerful spirit. And that's why I talk about life after life, because she hasn't been quiet. You know what I mean? She's still very alive in my life, assisting me with the direction I deserve to go in, giving me guidance and counsel and things like that. And my friends will say, well, you're kind of like a medium or a psychic. And I go, no, I'm not. I don't believe that there's anything supernatural about the natural. It just is what it is. You know, and I truly believe that we are eternal and we are infinite souls, and we don't just go away. We change our forms. So we transition. So that's what I teach as well. That when people leave their physical body, they are transitioning from form to another form.
Mom, thank you so much for sharing your story. It's so fascinating to me, because there's so many people that could have gone through what you went through and would have just gone down a whole different path, and you chose to help people.
Yeah.
So bless your heart for choosing that path.
Yeah. Well, you know what happened was, it was maybe 2-3 weeks after burying her physical body and coming home to her dark home and there was nobody there, and just going into the room and just dropping to my knees and just in tears because I was the strong one. All my friends said, she's so strong, she'll be fine. Family, she's so strong, she'll be fine. And I lost it. I literally lost it. And so that's why I really understand it when people lose their children or they lose anyone. But for me, it was my child. It felt like someone had punched a hole in my chest and tore my heart out. It was the most excruciating pain I have ever experienced in my entire life. And I wouldn't wish that on anybody. And I remember being on the floor and crying, crying, crying. And then I stopped and I just went, what is everybody else doing? I'm doing okay. Here I'm falling apart, but I'm telling myself, I'm doing great. What are they doing? This is really painful. And then that's where the journey began, where I started focusing more on the loss. And what I'm finding is that not only are people losing loved ones, but they're losing themselves. And there's so many different forms of loss of career, loss of relationships. And so loss of money. Loss of money.
That's a big
success in career and finances. It's a grieving process. And a majority of people don't even realize they're going through the grieving process. They're just kind of going through the motions. Because it's like, well, my loss isn't as big as that loss, and they compare. And I encourage them not to do that, and how important it is to acknowledge where they're at and where they would like to go.
What's your website again?
It's www.lavonnewells.com.
And that's L-A-V-O-N-N-E. Wells, W-E-L-L-S.
Yeah, and I do have a number. They can totally send me text messages and totally connect. I'm very personable. I'm very connected. And if they want to, I don't know if that's okay, I can give them that number, especially if they want to join the Angels and Insights. Coming up January 25th, I've got a little bit of Sundance going on. And then right after that, we're going to roll into Angels and Insights. So they can have that number as well, if that's...
Do you want to pass that on, or do you want to?
I will pass that on. It is 801-688-6345. Don't be shy. Be mindful and aware when you send a text or something. But I would love to have you come sit with me. And these groups are phenomenal. I love them.
Thank you so much. You're such a sweetheart.
Oh, you're so
welcome.
welcome.
You bring such a vibrant, I don't know if it's just your hair or just your soul yourself.
You know the story behind this, right?
No.
So, October 13th, was Kiva's 18th birthday, would have been her 18th birthday. She passed at 5 months. And so I decided this last year in October, I don't want to cry. I want to celebrate her. I want to go out. I want to dance. I want to have fun. And I'm like, what would an 18-year-old do? They would color their hair or get a tattoo. I was too chicken for the tattoo.
You're like, fun hair.
So I put hair in with color. And that's where it came from. It's totally out of my comfort zone, but I'm loving it.
Hey, it matches with your outfit.
Absolutely. Thank you.
LaVonneWells.com. That's where you can find more information and get some solid advice from someone who knows what she's talking about and is really inspirational. I have to say, I think LaVonne might have changed some of my resolutions around, because now I want to focus on self-awareness and being a better person.
Yeah.
But running faster too is one of the.
You'll run faster naturally.
Right.
That's the good news.
There we go. I'm going to work on
it reverse. Choose easy.
I'm going to work on that during the break. We'll be right back here on the Mountain Morning Show. Oh, well, actually, you know what? We're just so glad that you're still here. We're going to stay with the show.
Let's do this. What else? What else? We can ask any questions. We can go. You can ask me about childhood.
Now, how long are you keeping the hair for?
I think after Sundance. Oh, no. After Sundance, I'm going to change it up again. I'll put the color back in for Sedona, because Sedona would love this.
Oh, Sedona would be all about it.
Sedona, Arizona would be all about this, and I didn't mention, so that event's February 9th through the 11th, but I have a good friend, Jeffrey Olson, who is amazing, has an incredible story about life after life himself, and he's heading that up with an organization called At One, and they asked me to come out and be a part of that, and so I'm really honored to support them in that.
It sounds like, too, your journey is such a interesting backstory that it could probably be a Sundance documentary itself.
I've actually been considering that, and I have a lot of friends that are doing the Sundance, and a lot of them that do a lot of film, and we've kind of talked about different things. We just haven't put it into action. And I have a awesome. I feel like she's kind of like a mentor to me, but she'd probably say that to me. But a gal out of LA that's I'm working closely with, and we'll see what comes up and out of that. But I'm super excited. And the biggest thing for me right now, and the thing that my daughter keeps whispering in my ear, is complete the book.
Complete the book. Well,
Complete the book.
we're going to do that because
Yeah.
we're going to end the show. That's it. Thank you so much for watching us on the Mountain Morning Show. Have a good day.